What's going on, melon farmers? D-Mac here with a gameplay sliders video for a Be a Pro goalie mode, man, which we are going to be starting sometime in the coming week. Probably on Thursday, I would say, episode 1 of the Goalie Be a Pro is going to be coming to the channel. Anyway, if you find these helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Anyway, let's get into it. So first we're going to go to Be a Pro settings, where we set the period length to 8 minutes, difficulty to all-star, penalties 3 of 4, penalty time scaling 5, blah, 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 blah. Didn't really change too much about this, except we put it on all-star and set the period length to 8 minutes. Now, I find with 8-minute periods, that will get you probably 25 to 30 shots against per game. And if you use the rest of these sliders, you should be able to get a halfway respectable save percentage. I know when you are a lower overall, it's more difficult to make kind of brainless saves, lots of things. If there's a superstar, like say like a Artemi Panarin comes in on you, or like a Mika Zibanejad or Connor McDavid, they're going to take not the greatest shot, and it's just going to float right by you. But that's just because they are superstars. Anyway, so now that we get to the general screen, we're going to set attribute effects to 10. Broken stick frequency at 67. I turn the game speed personally down to 2 instead of 3. I just find it easier to kind of maneuver the world there with it on 2 out of 6 instead of 3 out of 6. A little fast for my liking, whatever. Fatigue effect all the way up to 100 for human and CPU, but recovery up a little bit as well to 55. Injury occurrence actually a little bit higher, because AI versus AI, there is not a ton of injuries. So I do like to, when you're actually in the game, playing the games, there's not a ton of injury. So I like to turn that up just a tiny, tiny little bit. Anyway, so moving over to skating, we got 65 back skating, 67 puck carrier agility, puck carrier skating at 53, player acceleration at 50, skating speed up to 65, skating agility up to 67, and then we move over to shooting. One-timer accuracy on 45, shot accuracy on 47, shot power at 55, slap shot accuracy at 47, slap shot power at 85, and that's shooting. So we move on to passing, pass assist on 95, minimum pass speed on 65, max at 75, saucer pass speed at 75, pass accuracy at 85, pass interceptions at 75, pass reception ease on 40, reception reaction time at 20, puck control rating effect 85 for both human and CPU, puck speed reception effect 75 apiece, pickup type effect 100, bouncing puck receptions 65. So we move on to puck control, stick, legs, and body for incidental contact puck loss. That's what it's called. Incidental stick contact immunity 95, puck control at 50, deking impact at 65, spin deke impact at 57, skating impact at 55, and that's it for puck control. Now we move on to the important one, goalies. So on goalies, goalie cover frequency all the way up to 100, goalie passing at 55, goalie cross-crease reaction time for both CPU and humans, we turn up to 55. Now, goalie save reaction time, 55 for CPU and 65 for humans. And the reason why I'm putting it at 65 for humans, I've said it before and I'll say it again, AI has much better reaction time than a human being does. Computers are just faster than we are. That's not our fault. So if you want to be on par with an AI goaltender, or have any hope of being on par with an AI goaltender, or have any hope of having decent save percentage, decent goals against average, you do kind of have to make yourself at an advantage over the AI goaltenders, and then you might come out around even with them. Goalie deflection reaction time up to 51 from 50. Goalie screen effect 64. Goalie screen persistence 48. So now we move on to checking. Board effect non-puck carrier 10 out of 100. Board effect puck carrier 10 out of 100. Hitting assistance 55. Stumble threshold 75. Fall and stumble fall ease 65. Aggression 100. Hitting power 50. Size effect 50. Speed effect 45. Checking balance rating effect 100. Preparedness effect 55. Incidental contact effect, 75. Poke checking accuracy, 100. Poke checking power, 90. Stick lift effectiveness, 90. So there we go. Now on to penalties. CPU penalties down to 25. CPU teammate penalties down to 25. Tripping at 25. Slashing at 5. Elbowing at 100. High sticking at 100. Cross-checking at 100. Boarding at 50, charging at 45, delay a game at 65, holding at 55, hooking at 25, interference at 95, and that's it for penalties. AI learning, 6 out of 6. CPU difficulty adjustment, oh my goodness, CPU difficulty adjustment, 0 out of 6. CPU face-off difficulty, 55. Fight difficulty, 50. CPU strategy adjustment, 5 out of 6. User strategy adjustment, 0 out of 6. Be a Pro strategy adjustment, 5 out of 6. So that is all she frickin' wrote, folks. Those are the gameplay sliders that I am going to be using for my Be a Goalie when I make it, and you'll get to see what those look like on Thursday during episode 1. I got these sliders and modified them a little tiny bit, but I got these off the EA forums for Be a Goalie or Be a Pro Goalie Sliders. I found them on the EA forums and I just tweaked them a little bit to kind of suit me a little better, but I think they should work out pretty well. We're going to start in the minors, maybe play the Memorial Cup, maybe play in Europe. Not 100% sure, but I do want to try out goalie mode. Like I said, Prez kind of inspired me to start Be a Goalie, but I did want to go in having the best shot possible of at least being entertaining, at least keeping my save percentage up a little bit. And hopefully this turns out okay and it's not too much of a crapshoot. I am horrible at playing net. I'm terrible at being a goaltender. Haven't done it in years. So you can come and fail with me if you want to. You don't have to. It's up to you guys. Anyway, that is going to do it for this quick, short Sunday video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe with the bell icon for new videos coming all the frickin' time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.